Good afternoon, YouTube. Xfile2708 back again with another pickups video. Shouldn't be too long a video, he says. Waffleage allowing. So still playing catch up with my pickups videos. I've probably got another 2, 3, 4 videos worth over there. I am I'm aiming to be slowing down a little bit on picking up some money from the charity shops, and with regards to the action comedy stuff over this far side. I'm looking that horror shelf there, just really focusing on the horror side of things coming up, and the more specifically the 72 video nasties that I'm looking to get the full set for section 1 and section 2. So I've got 3 titles, I think 3 from the local CEX, and probably maybe a dozen charity shop pickups. So I think pretty much all of the charity shop ones are non-horror. The CEX ones are horror. So like I say, finding more and more out in the wild now that I'm picking up non-horror stuff from the charity shops, and the horror stuff I'm finding obviously in the local CEXs or ordering online. That big Billy bookcase to my left hand side is approaching, let's have a look, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 full shelves. So that's basically probably about 300 titles now, something like that. So that's across action, comedy, documentaries, stand-up, etc. So for me, I think that's kind of, with what's there and what's in the bags down there still to show, that's me, bar the odd title, that's me done for picking up action and comedy and stuff like that. Like I say, there will be the odd thing, but I'm really aiming to focus any spare funds on the horror collection now. Filling in some of the titles, I think I still need all of the Child's Play movies. I've got the first Wolf Creek, but not the second one. I've got 4 or 5, I think, of the Friday the 13th. So really just start going through that shelving unit, finding out which titles from franchises I'm missing, and looking at completing some of those sets. Anyway, nearly 5 minutes in, and I've not shown you a fucking video yet, not shown you a movie. What the hell? Bloody hell. Right. So, first up, say most of these I think are non-horror. These are all from 3 or 4 different charity shops locally. First one, we have the Steptoe and Son Christmas specials. Absolute massive fan of Steptoe and Son. Love the likes of these. Tony Hancock, wasn't it? He was another one. Hancock's Half Hour. What else? On the Buses. Trying to think some of the other ones. I've got all of the Carry On films and all of that sort of thing. But yeah, classic comedy with Steptoe and Son. This is the first one that I've got back into the collection. Obviously very politically incorrect, which as you'll know, or those of you that know me a little bit better than just my YouTube videos, you'll know that my humour is very dark and politically incorrect at times. So, but yeah, couldn't resist picking up the Christmas specials. I think no glasses again. This includes the Party Christmas special from 1973, so from my year of birth, and then from 1974 the Christmas special, A Perfect Christmas. So yeah, whenever I'm channel hopping, sometimes of a Saturday morning or whatever, you'll channel up regular TV, and sometimes you'll see Steptoe and Son on, and I always stick them on and just sit there chuckling away. So couldn't resist adding this one back into the collection. And yeah, I'll keep an eye out for any other Steptoe and Son and grab those where I can. So there we go, that's the first one. Next up, for 10 English pence, I managed to pick up Rush Hour 2. So if you saw my previous video, Ghost Lou's got an interest in the watching the Rush Hour trilogy, so I've managed to pick one of them up so far. This was another one. Sod's Law, actually, I've got, I think, the other one that I needed for the trilogy, I managed to find in another charity shop. I've got that to show on a future pickups video. And then once I'd found all three separately, I went into a local charity shop and found the trilogy box set. So, Sod's Law. But there we go, Rush Hour 2 for 10 pence with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. And this says it includes over 85 minutes of extras. So yeah, looking forward. Like I say, the 6 weeks holidays coming up. So hopefully me and Ghost Lou will have a bit of a movie marathon, and we'll sit down and watch the trilogy together. So I haven't seen any of them. So yeah, looking forward to checking out the trilogy. Next up, action film that I haven't seen for donkey's years. We have Speed 2 with, what's his name? Oh, he's not, is he even in this one? Is Tom Cruise in this one? No. Well, there you go. I'd completely forgotten. It's that long since I've seen it. But yeah, Sandra Bullock, and obviously, I thought it was Tom Cruise. Was Tom Cruise in the original? I can't remember now. Brain fog. Happens when you get older. Was it Tom? I'm going to have a look after this video. Anyway, let me know in the comments. I haven't got the original Speed movie. Otherwise, I'd pause this, go and grab it off the shelf, and yeah, be able to correct myself. But yeah, Speed 2, obviously the one set on the big cruise liner. So probably haven't seen it since the days of VHS. But yeah, looking forward to rewatching this one, even though the original is definitely where it's at. So that's one that I'll keep an eye out for and grab as and where I can. So Speed 2. Next up, some Jean-Claude Van Damme goodness from the early 90s. We have Double Impact. Again, this was one I used to have on VHS back in the day. Probably haven't seen it since then. So if you've been watching my pickups videos of late, you'll see that anytime I see any Jean-Claude Van Damme, I grab the titles, put them into the collection. So yeah, building up a nice section of Jean-Claude Van Damme goodness. So definitely looking forward to checking this one out. Next up, not generally picking up TV series. I think I've mentioned previously, probably for finances and for the amount of space TV box sets take up most of my watching for TV series. I'll do off the Fire Stick, but one well, I mean there's a couple, but I wanted to pick up this was £2 for £1 in a local charity shop. So season 14 of South Park. Again, politically incorrect. Can you spot the common theme? This one me and Ghost Lou enjoyed watching together, as well as Rick and Morty. So we're I think part way through season 3 or 4, I think it is, together. So decided when I saw this one in the charity shop nice and cheap, I thought, right, yeah, I'm going to grab the South Parks. You know, I've just commented there saying, you know, box sets taking up space, and then I go and start a South Park collection, which I think currently at the minute stands, is it season 24 or something they're up to? So I don't know, one of those. But yeah, I wasn't turning down a full season of South Park for 50p. So there we go. There's that one there. So can't beat a bit of South Park or Rick and Morty, which will be another collection that I'm sure I'll start into at some point soon. Next up, guys, we have Chopper. So not even sure if I've seen this one before. Certainly a title that I'm aware of. It says extremely funny and violent portrait of a living legend. The boldest and grittiest American film in decades. So yeah, don't recall if this is one I've seen before, but yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. Next up, guys, we have The Art of Rap. So directed by Ice-T. So saw this one, and oh, hang on, bear with me 1 second, guys. That was the door. Back in a minute. Right, sorry about that, guys. All sorted. So where was I? I think I was at The Art of Rap. So directed by Ice-T. Don't know anything about this one, but both myself and Ghost Lou enjoy our rap and hip hop music amongst many other musical genres. Super eclectic that we are. But yeah, this is supposed to be a really good rap documentary. As it says, directed by Ice-T. Takes a unique look at the influential music form and how it has developed over the last 30 years into the expressive art form and positive social and cultural force it is now. Ice-T uncovers how this music of the street has grown to dominate the world on meeting a whole spectrum of hip-hop talent, from founders to new faces and the global superstars. He exposes the roots and history of rap. This extraordinary film features unique performances from the entire cast. But yeah, quite intrigued documentary that I've never seen before. Bit of slippy action for those that enjoy that. So there we go. But yeah, this one seems to review really well on IMDb. So looking forward to checking this one out. And it is Hard Rock Zombies. So yeah, I did watch a trailer for this. Looks terrible. Right up my street when I'm in the mood for this type of movie. Supposed to be a comedy horror. And it says at the top, it's got the tagline, "They came from the grave to rock and rave and misbehave." There we go. But yeah, looks all kind of low budget horror comedy, this one. So if anyone has seen it, by the slimmest of chances, certainly not one I've heard of before. So but yeah, looking forward to checking this obscure one out. So that's that one. Right. Next up, one I have seen before. Looking forward to giving this one a rewatch. Charity shop pickup again, 50p, and it's the it's actually rental copy. Didn't even notice that at the bottom, but yeah, the original Silent Hill movie. So looking forward to giving this one a rewatch. Always enjoy the Silent Hill video games. And if I remember rightly, this was quite an atmospheric movie, as you'd expect if you've played any of the games. It captures that eeriness down to a T in this one. So looking forward to giving this one a rewatch. Next up, one I haven't seen for quite some time now. I've got a feeling this is the one that I used to have on. I'm pretty sure it was Arrow that did a release of this one. So when I had my collection a few years ago, pretty sure this was one I had, like I say, on an Arrow release, but yeah, for 50p was nice to get this one back in the collection again. So Donnie Darko. Next up, got the original one of this, so wanted to pick up the second one. Still haven't seen the latest one that they've done. So Bad Boys 2. So I've got Bad Boys, the original, on the shelf over there, which I think, if I remember rightly, I actually saw at the cinema when it first came out. And then what's it called? Bad Boys for Life, I think it is. The latest one that came out within the last couple of years. Still haven't seen it yet. I think it reviewed okay from what I remember. So it is one that's on my list to probably check out on the Fire Stick initially, see if I enjoy it, and if it is a good one, then I'll grab it on physical media when it comes down in price a little bit. But for now, I've got the first two back in the collection. Good old Martin Lawrence. Oh, that's a rattler in there. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. Disc 1 and Disc 2. Oh, yeah, it does say that on there, but yeah, it's not a a spindle that holds two discs. So yeah, it's got the widescreen presentation, and then Disc 2, 7 deleted scenes, production diaries, scene deconstructions, stunts featurette, visual effects featurette, 12 script and storyboard comparisons, and Jay-Z La 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 music video. There we go, Bad Boys 2. Next up, still sealed this one. Again, a series I haven't seen in years, but my local British Art Foundation had this box set, pristine condition, still sealed, for £3.50, and it is the Pink Panther collection. So couldn't believe it when I saw it in there. Normally, you know, you see these, you know, in the likes of a charity shop or CX, and the boxes battered to pieces, but this is absolutely pristine. So back of the box there. So yeah, quite a nice set, this one, by the look of it. So over 12 hours of classic comedy. Features the Pink Panther, A Shot in the Dark, The Pink Panther Strikes Again, Revenge of the Pink Panther, Trail of the Pink Panther, and 3 hours of special features. So, and again, if you look at the centre bit there, it shows you all of the special features, and then if you look at the top, you've got like a gatefold fold out set with all the discs in. So yeah, looking forward to cracking this one open over the 6 weeks holidays and reminiscing on some good old Peter Sellers Pink Panther action. So there we go. So first one on Blu-ray, I managed to get Split. So that completes the set now. I've got Glass on Blu-ray and Unbreakable on DVD. Split's my favourite out the trilogy. Absolutely love Split. Old, what's his name? James McAvoy? Yeah, James McAvoy. So plays an absolutely brilliant part. Love this one. So yeah, I'm glad to have completed the trilogy. So there we go, £2.50 for Split. Next up, I've got a double movie feature, Dead Snow 1 and Dead Snow 2. So I've got the original Dead Snow on DVD, but oddly, it was cheaper for me to get Dead Snow 2 as part of this double feature than it was to buy Dead Snow as a standalone movie. So good old CX's prices, but these are two. There you go, upside down of course, turn them round. But yeah, Nazi zombies, absolutely brilliant. Obviously, subtitled films if you've seen them before. But yeah, big fan of Dead Snow 1 and Dead Snow 2. In fact, for me, I actually prefer Dead Snow 2 over the original. So very few and far between that, or certainly, in my experience, very few and far between that a sequel actually outdoes an original movie. Can't think of many where that's happened. But yeah, super pleased to get both of them back in the collection. And then to finish, this was actually £2 cheaper than what was on the sticker. And this one on the app was down to £6, but obviously they hadn't got round to re-stickering it. So yeah, took it to the counter. Said I think this one's now £6. They double checked and marked it down for me. So, oh, excuse me, niggly cough. But yeah, been after Stephen King's and John Carpenter's Christine for quite some time now. One that I rewatch regularly. I saw it probably a month or so ago on the Fire Stick. It was one I was itching to rewatch, but I hadn't got it back in the collection. Absolutely superb movie. Didn't make my top 10 horrors of all time, but it was one that was just outside that list. So very close to making my top 10. So very big fan of this movie, and was super happy once it had dropped in CEX to a sensible price on DVD. Then yeah, I had to grab it again for the collection. So there we go, guys. That's my my latest movie pickups. Let me know in the comments any there that you've seen before that are particular favourites. Any that I've picked up and I've mentioned I haven't seen before. Again, let me know in the comments. Always nice to interact with you guys and talk everything movies. Like I say, probably 3 or 4 more pickups videos worth of movies sat over there in the corner, still to show that I'll drop videos for over the coming weeks. So plenty more on the way, guys. As always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll be back later on in the week with another video. Bye for now.